I've been using AirPods for the better part of 2 years now. The price nearly deterred me, but of course, all my friends told me how great they were, and admittedly, I caved in to the peer pressure. All of this is besides the point. If you didn't know, AirPods have a feature you can enable called Hearing, or Live Listen, which allows you to use your phone as a sort of one-way walkie-talkie. Any sounds that occur in the phone's vicinity will be picked up by the microphone and subsequently reproduced by your AirPods. Before what happened next, I had no idea of this feature. One night, while I was home alone, I was relaxing on the couch listening to my music with my AirPods. I then heard the Snapchat notification sound play over my music. Curious as to who would be texting me at somewhere around 12 a.m., I looked around for my phone. That's weird, I thought to myself. I could have sworn I left my phone on the counter next to the couch. Blaming my exhausted brain, I reluctantly began to get up and search for my phone, when the music stopped. Due to the noise cancellation being on, the sudden, deep silence was unnerving. Not to mention the vacant house, which only made the silence seem that much deeper. Now standing in front of the couch, I attempted to play the music using my headphones. Nothing. I rolled my eyes, assuming the phone probably died or that the app had just crashed. My annoyance turned to confusion as a sound began to play through the AirPods once more. But it wasn't music that was playing. It just sounded like light static. Like a microphone was desperately trying to detect any semblance of noise, creating a constant light white noise that filled my ears. I listened, still confused, when I finally heard something. What I felt at that moment, when I heard the deep, raspy exhale fill my surroundings, cannot be put into words. I stood there for several seconds, with the physical reaction of fear coursing through my body. Not only was I terrified, but also incredibly confused. It was so bizarre. I mean, what could that have been? Keep in mind that at this point, I didn't know about the live listen feature. So I just had to force myself to believe that it was some really strange technical glitch or maybe some kind of transmission it picked up. About 15 minutes later, I found my phone on the kitchen counter. It was unlocked and all of my apps, including the music app I was using, were closed. This helped me rationalize that, yes, it was just a glitch, or maybe the app had crashed. My tired and stubborn brain chose to ignore how my phone ended up on the kitchen counter, or the bone-chilling breath I heard through my headphones. The next morning, I was able to think about the situation more clearly, and just how disturbing it seemed to present. So I tried to find something online that would explain it. This is how I first became aware of Live Listen. My heart sank as I thought about what this could possibly mean. I shuddered at the thought, and decided to invite my friend over for some much-needed peace of mind. I told my friend about the incident from the previous night, and he agreed that it was really creepy. After he helped me search my house, I felt better, but also slightly embarrassed for overreacting to something that my brain had probably conjured up. Deep down, I knew I heard that breath. There was no mistaking or mishearing it. It was a deep, raspy, forceful breath. Once my friend inevitably left, I was once again left alone in a silent house. While making dinner, I once again had my AirPods in, this time listening to some video on YouTube. I didn't even hesitate. The second I heard that dreaded white noise, I froze. There was no interruption this time. My video simply stopped playing and was replaced by the mundane yet horrifying white noise. There was dread in the noise. I wasn't afraid by the noise as much as anyone is afraid of the dark. It was what lurked behind the facade, just waiting for the pin to drop. Finally, I could move and Call it morbid curiosity, but I kept listening. The white noise seemed to be endless, constant and oppressive. It was significantly louder than the previous night. Still listening to the white noise, I began to once again search for my phone, which was definitely not where I had last put it. While going to search my bedroom, I opened my bedroom door and noticed something. I could hear my door squeak open through the headphones, which told me my phone was nearby. No matter how hard I looked, though, I just couldn't find it. At one point, I could even hear the rustling of bed sheets as I tore apart my bed looking for it. It was like it was on the bed. I could hear the fabric scrape against the microphone as I searched, but nothing. My phone simply wasn't there. Thoroughly confused and honestly quite terrified at this point, I took out my right headphone. When for a second dreaded time, I heard it. A deep, raspy breath suddenly filled my left ear. Once again I froze, the noises of shifting fabric ceasing with me. I ripped out the other AirPod before I could hear any other terrifying noises come from it. I stood there, in utter silence, too scared to even move, when the raspy breath once again surrounded my ears.